Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ramage TV. I know I've been gone for a while with this whole COVID and all this stuff going on, but I'm back. Hopefully, I can get more videos uploaded so you guys can enjoy them. Recently, I had a whole bump up in the haunted places of Laredo, Texas. With that being said, you guys should already know where I'm from. Let's go a little bit up north. Let's see what San Antonio has to offer. Stay tuned. Number 10. A headless nun wanders Santa Rosa Hospital. Some whisper that deep within the basement walls of Santa Rosa Hospital lurks the restless spirit of a headless nun. On October 30th, 1912, a terrible fire tore through the hospital's neighboring building, St. John's Orphan Asylum. The nuns frantically attempted to lead the orphans to safety, and in the confusion, one woman was left inside and consumed by the flames. How she became headless is anyone's guess, but now her spirit is said to haunt the building. Number 9. A dancing devil woos local ladies. A dancing devil has been known to frequent the El Camaroncito nightclub. The story started in 1975, when one man at a club began dancing with all the pretty women in the room. But then one woman looked down at an alarming sight. Instead of feet, her partner's legs ended in chicken claws. The woman fled in terror. The devil has been spotted in other clubs over the years, sometimes appearing with hooves, sometimes with chicken feet, but always dancing. Number 8. Deceased guests linger at the Manger Hotel. The Manger Hotel supposedly has quite a few spirits wandering its halls. The lady in blue wearing a World War II era dress often appears at the hotel bar. A former chambermaid named Sally White has also been spotted. She was shot by her husband in the 1970s after he accused her of cheating. But the most famous one of all is Captain Richard King, the founder of the famed King Ranch. He died in 1885 in what is now known the King Suite. His ghost, dressed in a bolo tie and a black hat, has been spotted throughout the building ever since. Number 7. Paranormal activity plagues the Navarro house. The home that once belonged to Jose Antonio Navarro, signer of the Declaration of Independence, is now a hotbed of paranormal activity. Guests report encountering random hot and cold spots, seeing furniture move on its own, and hearing footsteps. Full-bodied apparitions have been spotted as well, including Navarro himself. Other apparitions include a Confederate deserter and a murdered bartender and prostitute. Number 6. Victoria's Black Swan Inn. Named after William Shakespeare's favorite pub, Victoria's Black Swan Inn has become famous on its own right for its paranormal activity. The building has been featured on A&E, Sci-Fi, and the Travel Channel's Ghost Adventures. Home to Fort Sam Houston's Hanging Tree and the site of the 1842 Battle of Salado Creek, it's no wonder this site is so famous for its paranormal activity. It was also once a Native American encampment, and visitors claim that you can see the spirits in the woods along the property. Other ghosts, including those of former occupants Jolene Woods and Park Street, appear in the gazebo. A spirit named Sarah is also rumored to communicate with guests through the Ouija board. Number 5. The Ghost of Suicide Oak. An old oak tree once sat in the corner of Patterson Avenue and Torcido Drive, and morbid folklore grew around it. Suddenly, a young girl hung herself from the tree branches after quarreling with her boyfriend. Her spirit is said to linger around the old oak tree. The oak tree continued to flourish until 1941, when a freak gust uprooted it during a windstorm. No one has seen the spirit of the broken-hearted girl ever since. Number 4. A werewolf stalks Skull Creek. According to legend, a bookish teenage boy was sent out by his father to hunt deer at the nearby Skull Creek. The boy obeyed, but soon returned terrified and empty-handed. He claimed he had seen a werewolf by the creek, but his father didn't believe him. He sent the boy back out, telling him he'd better not return without any game. The boy didn't come home. The father organized a search party. They found the boy, dead, being feasted on by a wolf-like man. The beast got away, and some say to this day he will return to the creek when the moon is full, and when he does, the creek runs red with blood. Number 3. Two ghostly outcasts haunt Stinson's field graveyard. Keep your eyes peeled when you visit the old Stinson field graveyard. You might see some unusual ghosts. According to the local lore, a 7-foot-tall Asian woman lived in the area in the 1930s, but was constantly ridiculed for her height. Eventually, depressed by her outsider status, she committed suicide. Her spirit supposedly lingers in the burial grounds, but apparently isn't alone. People also claim to have seen the ghost of a bearded lady haunting the area as well. Number 2. This one has been debunked. Or has it? You be the judge. Ghost children push cars off the railroad tracks on Shane Road. The legend of the train tracks out of Shane Road, like many ghost stories, starts with a tragic accident. According to locals, a school bus full of children stalled out on these tracks, and a train powered through them, killing everyone except for the teacher. Overcome with grief, she came back to the same spot the next day to await another train to take her life as well. As a woman sat in her parked car on the tracks, a mysterious force began pushing it uphill to safety. Once the movement stopped, the teacher got out of the car and found children's handprints on her dusty back bumper and trunk. Supposedly anyone stalled on these tracks will be saved by the ghostly children as well. Number 1. Remembering the Alamo and all its ghosts. The most haunted place in San Antonio might be the most famous, the Alamo. Guests staying next door in the Manger Hotel have looked out their windows and seen apparitions at the storied Mission. People report spotting a ghostly monk in the courtyard and noticing an unknown man on the roof. Visitors to the Alamo itself have experienced cold spots, heard disembodied voices, and a woman weeping, and seen mysterious lights in the tower at night. According to legend, Mexican troops have planned to tear down the Alamo after the Battle of San Jacinto, but the soldiers were driven off by angry sword-wielding spirits, and the building still stands to this day. Alright guys, that was 10 haunted places in San Antonio, Texas. If you guys know of any more, please let me know in the comments below. I love when you guys tell me your stories. Maybe if I get enough people commenting, I can make a whole ghost story from viewers. With that being said guys, thank you, and I'm sorry again for the absence, but I will be posting more videos. I will try doing once a week. Alright guys, sweet dreams.